All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this, which is PsyopAnime World War III episodes 1 through 5 supercut. Now, I've seen PsyopAnime come across my feed several times. It was featured a little bit in Skybrow's recent video Psyop, or Skyop, I should say. In fact, I'm pretty sure this might have something to do with where the name for that video came from. But I have not actually watched any of the PsyopAnime videos. So this is going to be something new for me completely. But I mean, the art quality is obviously, just looking at this thumbnail, it's going to be really, really good. So let's jump in and find out what we got going on with this PsyopAnime. I mean, that dude a moment ago, I gotta back it up. This dude. Fuck. What's that anime called? City. Fuck. I don't know the name of the anime very well. JoJo. Trump has a JoJo character. This guy reminds me of a character from Jump Force, the shonen video game a while back. I forgot what the name of it's called. It's City Detective, maybe. I'm not sure what it is, but the art style just makes it look like him. Nicolas Maduro. See what I mean? See what I mean? I'm gonna back it up again. I don't want to pause too much with this one, but watch the boats. The AI does not understand how boats in the water work. Most boats do not move at that kind of speed. That looks more realistic. Ooh. Yo. Why the F-117? Why the F-117? The F-117 has been retired basically since before I was even born. Oh, Jesus. The Nighthawk or whatever the hell it's called. Wakey, wakey, Maduro.
Let's go to reaction that's pouring in from world leaders this morning who are waking up to a new reality with what happened overnight.
Previously on World War III. That was actually a really good reference. So, for anyone that doesn't know, supposedly the U.S. used an ultrasonic weapon during the abduction of Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela that caused a lot of soldiers to start like bleeding from the nose, ears, and eyes, and basically collapse. I don't think it was lethal, but it definitely subdued the Venezuelan soldiers, and that's what this in particular image is a reference to. A sleeping lion. Cut off the internet. Oh, oh yeah. Yep. That had to be horrible. When they slaughtered like 40,000 Iranians. I really like the art style that's being used to tell this story. Yo, that's basically a reference to that's. I think that was a Fist of the North Star reference right there. That character looked like a Fist of the North Star character. Oh, hey, Cyber Nuggets. How you doing? Yeah, we're 14 hours in. Checking out PsyopAnime. Man, this looks cool. It kind of has an 80s look to it. I like the art style they chose for this one. Oh, we got Russia. That must be the Kursk. No, that shouldn't be the Kursk. The Kursk sank 30 years ago. From what I understand, they turned off the internet again. Did they? Well, they probably didn't have much of a choice. They with all the videos that was getting out from what happened in January. But I mean, there's only so it's I'm sure it's very limited right now. How are you even functioning after 14 hours live? Good question. I have no idea. Caffeine. Lots and lots of caffeine, honestly. Let's see. I've had 2 Celsius, 2 Red Bulls, and 1 Monster. Yes. One Monster. But that was I started having my energy drinks at 3 p.m. yesterday, and it's about 15 hours since then, so yeah. So yeah, I got a lot of caffeine in my system right now. Oh, but still going strong. Gonna be switching to some booze here, have a little bit of alcohol. Gotta have my beer. Especially since I'm planning on getting back into Silk Song shortly after this one. Oh, hey, Xenosaga. Yeah, I'm still going. Did I ever watch the Gundam trailer? No, I didn't. If you want to link it, do so, and I'll check it out after this. Oh, this is another 30 minutes still.
USS エイブラハム・リンカーン空母打撃軍は南シナ海から中東へ移動しており、セントコムの抑止力を強化し、即応的な打撃能力を提供する。一方、イラン側では革命防衛隊が
Out of curiosity, I wonder what they used to generate this. Not listed. I have to assume it was made with like Grok, just because of the art style and some of the faults in the editing, or generating, I should say. That's the address. It won't paste the link. Okay. Let me. Yeah, this has to have been made with Grok. Gundam trailer. It won't post the link. Yeah. Okay.
アメリカは間もなく攻撃に踏み切る。狙いは体制の背骨を折ることだ。その攻撃は長くは続かない。他の勢力はどうだ。あの規模の反応に我々は備えがあるのか。モスクワは語り、北京は見守る。どちらもテヘランのために血を流すことはない。重要なのは
Neither will bleed for Tehran.
何が空白を埋めるかだ。
Let's see. Went on a walk to the grocery store today. Wanted to get some exercise instead of ordering from Walmart last time. I'm not because of the walk, but because of the prices. I feel that. You thought it was Dio, but it was me, Trump. You know, I was getting that vibe too. I was getting the fucking Dio Brando type vibe too with this.
君たちのアイアンドームが持ちこたえる限り、私は移行機を引き継ぐ準備ができている。忘れるな、プリンスレザー。無名の淵から。
Oh, that's supposed to be Netanyahu. Okay.
アイアンドームはこれらの野蛮人に対し、イスラエルの防衛線を守り抜いてきた。そしてこれからもそうする。それは破られない。
Well, it's not unbreakable. Oh, it can be broken, but it has to be overwhelmed.
我々はオデーサの港湾、エネルギー施設、橋梁といった重要インフラを標的にしてきた。都市の鉄壁の防衛線から遠く離れた位置で地上部隊が戦線を維持する一方、これらの攻撃は
I wonder if the people that did PsyopAnime intentionally went for the 1980s style animation.
ウクライナの経済を消耗させ続けている。
Because with the exception of the world leaders and recognizable characters, almost everybody else looks like a 1980s character anime style.
オデーサに残るものを削ぎ落とし、最後にキーウは交渉の席に膝をつく。精神を折れ。
Oh, man, they did. did such a good job with this.
共に取り組めることを期
Oh,
待しています。
yep. My condolences, Canada. My condolences as to our hat up north, the North American hat. Our little brothers up north. Yeah, Mark Carney being a being a fucking pawn for China. Fuck. My condolences, Canada.
連日我々は協調の瞬間を刻む。それは両国が共に前へ進む覚悟を世界に示す合図だ。協調とは単なるものの交換ではない。それは信頼を共有すること、そして目的を共有することだ。中国は確信を持って動く。
China moves with certainty, my ass. China has been in some serious trouble for a couple of years. From a demographic standpoint and a financial standpoint, their economy is so fucking bad right now. It is so bad. And that was before all the tariff and the trade war started. And the trade war just made everything so much worse for China. They are so screwed. And then it doesn't help that they have their population pyramid is upside down with way too many old people and not enough young people to take their place in the workforce. Yeah, China's fucked. They don't have any hope of becoming the world superpower. It will not happen. They want it. They absolutely want it, but it will not happen. I am waiting for them to shout Hail Hydra. Right? More importantly, though, with China is the oil. Because of the whole being cut off from Venezuela and being cut off from Iran right now, which is where they got most of their oil. China's had to start burning through a lot of their stockpiles of oil just to run their country, which, they were stockpiling that oil for the sake of potentially invading Taiwan. Can't really do that if you ain't got the oil because you have to use all your reserves to run your fucking country. Brilliant play. Brilliant play. Okay, I think I've seen the lion before. I think I've seen this before. And I'm assuming that must be a representation of the Persian lion. Yo, why does he look like Tatsuo? No, not Tatsuo. Kaneda. He looks like Kaneda, the guy with the red jacket from Akira. Did he straight up pull Kaneda out of Akira and put him in this? You cannot convince me otherwise that that's not Kaneda. And they go straight into a motorcycle reference. Well, I guess it is technically called PsyopAnime, so why not make a straight up reference to other animes like fucking Akira. But yeah, Runya, this is pretty sad. Just the fact that it is actually happening, and it is a reference to what's been going on. That's why I can't really make too many jokes about the imagery. I praise the art quality and the style that they used and the storytelling capability, but it's really hard to make it. I can't really make any jokes about this. Ooh. Hey, thanks for the hype, Yunuka. You know, it's sad because there's probably there's actually probably a lot of people in Iran that this character is portraying, where everybody they know was gunned down back in January and February. That is a very sad thought.
Fatima. 本当に全部無駄だったの。いや、あなたの言う通り、私たちは進み続けなきゃいけない。
その服、すごく素敵。去年よりきっともっと良いと思うよ。
そうだといいな。支払いが山ほどあるんだから。
おい、ふざけてる場合じゃないぞ。今夜は私たちにとって一年で一番大事な夜なんだから。
Oh, this is a reference to Greenland, isn't it? In the World Economic Forum in Davos. To anyone that doesn't understand how the world actually fucking works, this is the enemy. This is the enemy. The World Economic Forum. This is everybody's enemy. It's not the Democrats. It's not the Republicans. It is the politicians by all means, but everybody's enemies is the World Economic Forum. More civilians died in 2 months in Iran than died in the entire war in Gaza. This is sad. Yeah, it's incredibly sad what happened to the Iranians that got gunned down in January and February. Automod struck again. Well, I mean, it may have automodded, but the comment does go to my Streamlabs chat, so I did see that comment.
こいつらと同じ部屋にいるだけで胃がムカムカする。
私たちは多文化主義と平等な世界にコミットしています。
必要以上にここにいるな。どうもれ。我々の批評家たちは言う西側は終わった。最盛期は過去のものとなり、価値観は時代遅れで、国家は静かに歴史の中へ消えていく運命だと。違う。我々の祖先は見ている。彼らが築いたものを我々は守るのか。我々の法、伝統、裁判所と大聖堂、大学、文明を世界の光たらしめた偉大な柱を。それこそがアメリカとヨーロッパが共有する尊い遺産だ。我々はその文化を守り、西側を暗黒時代の底。
Back when Trump just rolled into the economic forum and just fucking started laying in with facts. Oh, that was some good shit.
人類の偉業の頂へと押し上げた精神を再び取り戻さねばならない。
Ow.
そんな無茶するな。クソ野郎。昨日これ直したと思ったのに。
まあ悪くはないさ。これかウクライナ人相手の。
What characters does this guy look like? God, you know, he looks like or Professor Frankenstein from fuck, what's it? Soul Eater. Soul Eater. There's actually a couple of different characters that he looks like, but that's the one that comes to mind as Frankenstein from Soul Eater. Primarily because of the cigarette. Uh-oh, here come the drones. Boom! God, could you imagine being a soldier right now out on front line somewhere with nothing but a bunch of FPV drones flying everywhere that just fly close to something and blow up? That would fucking suck. That would suck so bad. Fuck.
Слава Украина, да.
I'm a little surprised they didn't do the whole little Jack in the Box thing with the tank, because the Russian T-90 tanks and whatnot have their ammunition below the turret, so a well-placed explosion will cause the turret to launch straight up into the air for like 100 feet. It's basically like a Jack in the Box. It's pretty amusing. I've seen a couple of videos of it. It's interesting. Very poor choice of design for that tank, though. all the more reason, and I would want to be sided with the U.S. We have anti-drone tech. Yeah. Well, I mean, by all means, Ukraine probably has better anti-drone tech than we do at this point because they've had to invent stuff on the fly, and the stuff that they've come up with is actually very, very effective.
前線では我々はどんな状況だ。
ウクライナのドロ
In fact, I think I heard that Ukraine is actually planning to export their anti-drone drones to, I think, Israel, honestly, and the Middle Eastern countries, primarily because, you know, Iran has been launching their own drones at neighboring countries, and the drones that they use to blow up other drones actually is really cheap. Maybe for individual drones, but we can clear the skies whenever we want. I mean, to an extent. I think the laser technology that we have on like on our ships and everything, top tier, and that can easily deal with major threats. But to an extent, but if there's a massive swarm, that will still cause problems, and it can be overwhelming. But you know, if it's a handful of drones, yeah, it's getting swatted out of the air. But I'd say from a perspective of dealing with drones, Ukraine has come up with better anti-drone technology than the U.S. especially from a cost basis. The U.S. is very good at spending big bucks on things that can have a cheaper solution, and Ukraine has done very good at coming up with cheap solutions for a very prominent problem that they have right now.
攻撃で石油生産は制限され、今月だけで3万人を失った。
Bring in the warthogs, yeah, but the warthogs aren't meant for drones. They're meant for ground. They're not meant for things in the air. They're meant for things on the ground. They can deal with the drones, absolutely, but they're meant for things on the ground. A Tengo bird, yep.
そんなルールは連中の想像の中にしか存在しない。KH-32 ミサイルは
Hezbollah started using fiber optic drones. They have very small range, but it hard to detect. Yeah.
1000キロメートルに達する。我が偉大な国家の数ある
Well, the real problem with the fiber optic drones is they have to pull a cable along in order to maintain their connection. Once that cable runs out, it's done. They lose control.
の一つだ。全力衝撃に備えろ。これが本番だ。今すぐ防衛態勢に入れ。ウクライナが平和を拒むのなら、ロシアは世界が理解できる言語で答える。そして世界は我々が何者かを思い出すだろう。持っているものは全部撃て。全部だ。
Yo, the sound that I don't know if the AI generated the sounds for this video. I think it would. I kind of doubt that it generated all of the sounds, because there's pretty smooth sounds from clip to clip without a lot of breakage to it. So I kind of think that the sounds are separate. But that It's pretty good. Reminds you of a meme I saw about Israel intercepting Santa's sleigh on Christmas.
ロシアの戦争機構は世界をグローバルな衝突へと推し進めた。これは第三次世界大戦だ。
恐れるな、子よ。主は我らと共にある。
Fucking Crusades, man. You know, I really hope it doesn't come to it. But at the same time, I will not be surprised if it does. I will not be surprised if that's what it comes to. The Crusades may, in fact, have to return. Let's hope it doesn't. But given how things have transpired and come to light over the last couple of years, I don't see how it doesn't potentially collapse into that, especially if the leaders in Europe especially don't get their shit together.
すまない。少し気がそれていたようだ。気を引き締めてくれ。もうすぐだ。あとは最終命令を待つだけだ。中東で長期的な紛争のリスクを冒すわけにはいかない。現時点では我々に直接の脅威。
I will say that is not a very good Trump. That is not a very good Trump generation, to say the least. At least this one actually looks like Netanyahu.
南シナ海での州の軍備増強にも対処していない。中国がイランで何をしていると思う？中国はイランに特攻ドローン、地対空ミサイル、防空レーダー装置を供給している。君たちはもう戦争の中にいるんだ。中国がこの地域に関心を持っていることは我々も十分承知している。ならこんな機会は二度と来ないということも理解しているはずだ。今撃たなければ。
It makes a good point. You're already at war, or which at war. Yeah, it's an economic war for sure. Hopefully it never turns into a hot war. But we are already at war with China. 100%.
このガンは手遅れになるまで広がってしまう。奴らは聖戦を我々両国へ持ち込むだろう。
I think it needs to happen. Those cultures, religions are fundamentally incompatible with real civilization. It isn't possible to coexist with a culture that has its principles based on hate of others. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. But the real issue is that the ones that take said religion to the extreme. Because, like, for example, the Saudis, I don't see a lot of people that have that big of an issue with the Saudis. Because they are not extreme the way the IRGC is. Yet it is the exact same religion. So it's a interpretation of the ideology. I think the ideology and no matter what interpretation, I think the ideology is shit because of the teachings of it. But still, the point is the problematic ones are the ones that are invading everywhere. Be right back cooking dinner. Okay.
彼らのウランは10日で兵器級になる。この野蛮人どもを待つつもりはない。こちらは進む。あなたがいようといまいと。
With or without you.
先ほどアメリカ合衆国軍はイランに対し大規模な戦闘作戦を開始した。このテロリスト政権に核兵器を持たせることは絶対にない。もう一度言う、核兵器。
I would say the Saudis are the opposite. The regular extremist Muslims are the norm for that religion. They didn't move into extremism. The Saudis moved away from it. You're partially correct. Because there are two different groups, the Sunnis and the Shia, and I do not remember which one is which. I want to say that like the IRGC are Sunni. I'm not sure. Do not quote me on that. But one of the two is the extremely problematic one, where the Saudis are, for example, are the opposite. It's the same fucking religion, but the interpretations are different. But you are correct that the Saudis are opposite of the problematic ones.
を持つことは決してない。我々は彼らの核計画を壊滅させる。もし再建を試みるなら再び完全に壊滅させる。我々は彼らのミサイルを破壊し、そのミサイル産業を地上から一掃する。彼らの海軍を殲滅する。アメリカ合衆国軍の力と威力に挑戦する者は誰であれ、その代償を払うことになる。革命防衛隊及び全ての武装勢力に次ぐ。武器を捨てよ。完全な面積を与える。さもなくば
Sky's losing pixels.
確実な死を迎えることになる。
And I've been called fucking green Nux before, but I'm gonna quote Nux. Killing terrorists is based. It's actually quite awesome. I do agree with Nux on that. I 100% agree with him on that. Trump is holding back a lot. Yeah, I actually do agree with you on that. I do think he is holding back. But I also think that he's not holding back as much as people think he is. It's all a big game, honestly. He's playing several different boards at the same time. I do find it funny that Iran always wants to challenge the U.S. to armed conflict. We teach them this lesson every couple of decades. Well, I mean, yeah. The thing about it is advancement of technology is actually against the religion. It actually is against the religion. It does not let the Quran discourages change and advancement in technology. So they want ground warfare. They literally want they would prefer sticks and stones in a fight against a fucking B-2 bomber. Because that's what their fucking religion tells them to do. They should learn already. They should. They absolutely should. But I mean, I'm okay with them not learning the lesson and just being erased. Yeah, some people don't deserve to go to prison. No, they don't. Some people deserve immediate offing.
我が軍はホルムズ海峡およびペルシャ湾の島々全域に
like child molesters and rapists, they 100% deserve a wood chipper. Feet first. Slowly. Yeah. I would not want to clean that wood chipper by no means, but I would absolutely be all for feeding it.
展開し、地下サイロ、ミサイル
I believe evil needs to be squashed. So, you know, the absolute worst people on the planet deserve it. They need to be removed.
備蓄、そして敵を
And I'm not saying subjectively evil. I'm saying actually evil people.
する準備の整ったドローンを配備した。世界中が石油のためにホルムズ海峡に依存している。アメリカが我々を攻撃する勇気があるなら世界の
Have you heard that bomb butt plug is halal? What? What? What the fuck? I have never even heard of bomb butt plug. Or bomb butt never mind. I read that wrong. You gotta forgive my bad reading skills. I read that wrong. Yeah. No, I did not. I have not heard that. It's not bomb butt plug, but that is what my eyes read. That's gonna make one hell of a short. That is gonna make one hell of a short. Nox and Cosmic Otaku talked about it. Oh, okay. See, I do watch a fair amount of Nox. I'll generally watch about 20 minutes of, you know, if he puts out 3 videos a day, I'll generally end up watching about 20 minutes of 2 of them. No, I read it right. Bomb butt plug. So they're literally shoving a bomb up their ass? Really? Oh. Okay then. I didn't realize they were that kinky. That is fucking wild. That is absolutely fucking wild. You know, that gives new meaning to that fucking Jeff Dunham joke. What was the last thing to go through your mind? My ass. God, that gives totally new perspective on that fucking joke.
Epic Fury はこれまでにない作戦となるだろう。かつてアメリカは洗濯業者だけが利益を得る長期的な紛争に引きずり込まれてきた。だが今回は違う。
See, that was a good Trump. This is a good Trump generation. The previous one was not.
徹底的に叩く。計画はシンプルだ。徹底的に爆撃してやる。持てる戦力をすべて投入しろ。叩き潰せ。
イランの大規模な反撃を開始しました。
最高指導者ハメネイ師の死の報復を果たす。信号者に死を。
市内に着弾したとの報告です。ドバイ国際空港も攻撃を受けた模様です。
Oh yeah, they did hit the Dubai airport, didn't they?
ドーハで攻撃が発生したとの報告が入っている。
You can watch a Cosmic Kotaku video about it. It's only 9 minutes. Really? Cosmic Kotaku is capable of putting out a video that's only 9 minutes? That's news to me. Oh. I didn't know he had any videos under an hour and a half. The dude can talk. The dude can talk a lot. He does really good breakdowns by all means, but damn. Iran is really dumb. US attacks them and they attack everyone around them, pissing them all off. They are, I mean, yes, they are in fact very dumb. The logic between that they were using though was for the they thought by attacking all their neighbors, it would piss their neighbors off, make their neighbors mad at the US for starting a conflict with them. But that just reinforces the fact that they're fucking stupid. No, you don't shoot the neighbor's dog because you're mad at your wife. You don't do that. Oh, damn. You know, I just thought of something. I bet I would be willing to bet that this video on its own, just watching it, not even the fact that I'm reacting to it, just the fact that I am watching it, I would not be surprised if my Twitch gets nuked. I will not. I will not be surprised if my Twitch gets nuked because I am watching this video on Twitch. I won't cry about it. I won't cry about it if it gets nuked on Twitch, honestly. Twitch is a terrible platform by all means. But then again, Bongwater said that he actively did everything he could to try and get his channel struck and whatnot, and it didn't happen. And the fact that we're 15 hours into this stream, I doubt the AI is gonna pick up on this. But how funny would it be if they ended up nuking the VOD? I don't think they keep my VODs right now anyway, but still. Because I'm not an affiliate yet. Yeah, stupid. That's not how that works. Yeah, exactly.
ミサイルと無人機による同時波状攻撃を複数の前線で展開している。我々の攻撃にもかかわらず、彼らにはこれらの攻撃を持続する能力がまだある。
アイアンドームは決して破られない。まだ切り札がある。アイアンビームだ。
Turning the Iron Dome, Iron Beam looks like a fucking Gundam, a Gundam battle.
3発だけだ。成功率は 83% も低下している。俺たちのロケットはほとんど突破できていない。さあ、このままじゃ。待て、まだヘズボラがある。奴らは今なお谷や300地帯数千発のロケットを隠し持っている。レバノンの旧暦、トンネル、そして地下側こそが我々の盾だ。奴らは空を支配しているかもしれない。だが地上は我々のものとなる。奴らが動いている限り。
That's not a flex. Do they not they don't realize that that's not a flex. The ground will belong to us. Well, if you're getting bombed from the sky, the ground doesn't belong to you either.
奴らは罰を受けることなく攻撃を続け、我々を消耗させようとしている。しかし我々はそんな機会を与え、奴らの戦場全体がリアルタイムの標的システムへと送られ。
God, this video is so long. We still got 7 minutes left. I'm glad I haven't been stopping as much as I did early on. 'Eternal darkness'. He said it at a very Dracula kind of tone, I kind of think. I'm digging the jam. The jet scenes are really good, though. Yes, they are. They're really good. The jet scenes actually kind of remind me of Macross and or Robotech. It was the other name it went by. There's actually several like old anime that the jet scenes actually kind of remind me of.
コフギー・ルーイエとボイエル・アフマダ州の皆さん、震災なら誇り高く人々へ。敵のパイロットを家どかりにして治安、軍東区へ引き渡した場合、朗報と価値ある報酬が与えられます。
この辺りにいるはずだ。
Eureka 7 as well. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen Eureka 7. But I don't recall jets in there. But I mean the surfboarding robots was badass. Macross missile spam evasive maneuvers, exactly. The idea that controlling the ground is useful is so dumb. And I do believe that they are dumb enough to think that at the dynamic changed back in World War II. Well, I mean, you got to think they still probably are under the impression that the world has not changed since, say, the Gulf War, when we moved into like Iraq and everything, and when and you know, before we actually went in again for fucking Saddam in the early 90s, is you know, they because they aren't their religion does not like them to incorporate new technologies and everything. They're stuck in in an old mind frame. That, and obviously they don't get into many actual legitimate conflicts. They shoot a lot of missiles and everything, and they commit massacres and everything, but they don't actually get into a lot of like fights, combat over the last several decades. It's primarily because they get they have proxies doing it, but yeah. On the news anchor, propaganda lady does not look that pretty, right? Let's see. Eureka 7 was meh, mostly because of the main character, or can't even describe how much I hate him. I feel that. I mean, I liked the concept of the surfing mechs, the sky surfing mechs. It fell off a cliff for me when Eureka started kind of mutating-ish. But I also was not a big fan of the main character. But I liked the sky surfing robots. Got all the scenes appropriate for my vid. Nice. Stuck in the 70s while Cuba's stuck in the 50s. Yeah. Getting some sleep now. Got work in a few hours. All right, have a good one, Natsumori. Get some sleep. You are correct. The main character is important. Oh, this must have been a reference to that fighter pilot that got shot down, and they sent in a rescue team, and they got the guy out with no casualties. Ghost murmur.
やれ、あいつを連れ戻せ。聞こえるか？来たぞ！アメリカ人が来たぞ
！And there's that ultrasonic weapon that the U.S. has been using. They probably have no grasp of concept of what the ultrasonic weapons actually do. Yeah, retards laugh at Trump for sacrificing all those vehicles and military hardware just for this guy. But the U.S. Army's mantra is "We leave no man behind." And you know what? Our military has had that mantra for a very, very long time. And you know what? Our army is successful. The U.S. military is much more successful than any other military because we have that mantra. There are very few, if any, other countries that stand by that that particular mantra. Guarantee a communist country ain't doing that. It's like, it's one man. Why are we going to risk dozens of helicopters and several and a platoon of tanks and an entire armored division? Why are we going to risk these for one man? We are not a third world country like Somalia. I'm aware it's in the mantras in the creed. I am aware of that. Oh, that was good. That was really, really long. And I don't feel like I yapped all that much, but I at least yapped for about 20 minutes. Which I don't know how that happened. But anyway, this video was really long already. So if you like the video, like, share, and subscribe. Catch you in the next one.